Well, I think you pick it up, don't you? It's a state of being, like when you're in love. You're just overwhelming feeling of assurance, of satisfaction, of comfortableness, of being. You don't need to go on honeymoon. You're in it. Just to be in the presence of your beloved. You're not purposing anything. You can do anything quite happily, provided she's with you, provided you can care for her, provided you can just be with her. It's your whole being. I know I've said that what we're valuing in the godly is the intangible. But it's timeless. And it's what matters. Utterly. It's not a restlessness of wanting anything other than what is. I mean, quite simply, it's an overwhelming contentment, isn't it? It's a being that is, not longs to be, something other. It is a blessed assurance. An utter well-being. There is no time dimension concern. It's the relationship that's all important. A relationship that's not in terms of something external, but the centrality of the being of this other person. In other words, it's not a centralized on some self, own self, but the being of another. And that other is viewed as all-powerful, all-loving, all-eternal. In whom you find you have your being. It is this knowing of such person as is everything to you. I think you moved from a situation where you thought the world determined you. But you have actually determined the world around you. Quite simply that you are not the victim but the author of your being. Conceptually, that's presented as because he dwells in you. This perfect, all-sufficient being. Determining all, as opposed to some external universe. Imposing upon yourself. So the depth of John 17 is about this oneness. That God, our Heavenly Dad, benevolent and all-powerful, is the way and dwells in you. Knowing this, in brackets I say God, close brackets, is life eternal, is the reality, ever was and ever will be. It's a state of being where I am, as Jesus says. I want them to be where I am, beholding your glory. One with us as we are, Heavenly Father. I pray it for them. Us. You can't imagine God saying no to Jesus. I mean, that's the whole setup of the story. I mean, he's right with God. And because of this state of affairs, so are we. He personifies the way, you see. I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man cometh to the Father except by me. He utterly identifies with being a son of God, child of God, just as we are. Love you, Dad. Thank you, Heavenly Dad.